Right, today's video, I'm going to change the oil in the ZSB. Straightforward, simple oil change, not going to bother with the strainer. Just going to drop the oil out, fresh oil in, quick as you like. So the engine's warm, it's just been out, just done about 90 miles. Motor's nice and warm. Tools we need, 17mm ratchet. I always like to use a ratchet and change the oil because it's easy to get confused and turn it the wrong way. And if you use a ratchet, you can set which direction you want before you get underneath the bike, and so you can't get confused when you come to do it. Oil, of course, a funnel and a drain pan. That's it. So what oil do I like to use in the ZSB? Right, it's really cheap stuff. It is RAC's, which is B&M's own brand, 10W40, but it's actually a decent spec. A3B4 is way above the spec required for this bike, so I just use a very cheap oil. And I like to change it very often. We often change it below 500 miles, so about every 500 miles. The bike does a lot of short journeys, so we like to change the oil quite frequently. It gets a bit of water in the oil, especially in winter, so changing the oil frequently, using the cheaper oil and changing it more frequently, I found is the best way to do this. Little engines, a lot of people use a very expensive oil, and if you do that at the expense of leaving the oil in, then I think that's a very bad idea. Shouldn't do it. So I do it this way. If you don't like it, leave a comment. I'm fine, discuss it. This is how I've always done it. I've had a lot of little Hondas with these sort of engines, and frequent oil changes are the way forward. Yeah. Okay, so just need to give it quite a good knock, hard knock on it.
Yeah, it's a bit stiff.
Yeah, it'll be tight.
There we go.
Okay, keep the ratchet on. That's it, that's it, that's it. Okay, wind it out nice and carefully. Okay, important not to over tighten some plugs. You know, it's only a little engine.
Yeah.
Don't go. You know, that thing I find is people wang up the nut and or some plug and break the threads.
Really don't want this thread breaking, do you?
Yeah. So just be careful. The oil will start to come out now and go on your fingers. So you might, when it gets near the end, you might want to just finish it off by your hand and then do it very quick. Pull your hand away.
Stains still the most.
Okay.
So.
Alright, so just have your rag to hand. That's it. And just finish it off by hand. Okay.
That's fast enough.
Okay. See how the oil's actually got a brown tint to it?
Yep.
It's not too black. That means the oil's in quite good condition. There's not too many impurities in it. It goes really black. Oil. Is it hot?
It's a bit hot, yeah.
Good.
There we go.
Okay, so just leave that for a bit. There's only a little bit in there, so it's not going to take long to drain out. Just let that drain out.
Now.
I know. It looks very thin, that oil.
Yeah, it's fine. It's coming off.
No, it's clear.
Oh, no bit.
See? No, it's nothing there. It's normal. Okay, so while that's draining, you can take the filler plug out and get your funnel ready. This is quite good. These are just a very cheap, I think these are from Poundland, but they're quite a nice little one. It fits in the bike well, and you just stick a bungee on. You're not having to hold the filler, the funnel, and you just take your time then and get the level right. How's that doing now? Can we put the plug back in? Yeah, I think that's pretty much done.
Good, because you can actually very easily see this point.
Yeah, it's a doddle to change oil on this bike, really easy. Is that right, Nat? Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, a little bit tighter than that, I think.
You sure?
Yeah, yeah. Bit tighter. Yeah, that's about spot on. Yeah, that's about the right tightness. Okay, and you want about 1 litre of oil. So if you look on the side of there, there's about 1.25 litres there. So you want to pour most of that in, but try not to overfill it. Don't forget there'll be a delay between putting it in and seeing it in the sight glass.
Do you want to go get the measuring jug?
I just put half of that in and then just go slowly from that point.
I like to use a measuring jug.
You can use a measuring jug, yeah, put 1 litre in. You can do that if you want.
I'd rather do that.
Okay, alright then. Alright, okay. you put like 500 in, yeah. Did you give it a wipe out with the rag? Give it a wipe out. Oh, it was a good idea to give everything a bit of a wipe out with the rag. It's behind you on the floor down there. Just, you don't want to contaminate your oil before you've even put it in. Especially a bike hasn't got a filtration system on it, so you know, even more important to try and keep everything super clean. Okay. Alright, so if you put 500 in, yeah, that'll do. That'll, how much you put in? Alright, okay. Yeah. Okay. Try not to tip it all over the drive. Okay, so put 500 in first, then a 250, then I'd leave it for a few seconds, leave it for 60 seconds or so, just to let it all drain down to the bottom engine, then check the window. I wouldn't bother with the dipstick, just do it by the window. It's quite good that the bike actually has a window and a dipstick. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but that's about 750ml and that's about halfway. I wouldn't fill it right up to the top, or, well actually I would, I'd get it up near the top mark. So I think only another 100ml or 150ml in there, and that'll do it, I think. See the nice clean oil. Ooh. So just put the last 100 in. I reckon that is on the full mark.
That's good.
I think that's pretty much on the full mark. I'd be tempted to leave it there.
6,236 mils. 06236.
6236. Okay, and just one little last job that I like to do. You can turn that off now. Is on the ZSB you have a little water trap here, and you just want to drain that occasionally, so you just might want to drain that into a pot. So all you do is you pull the rubber bung off the end and just drain that water trap out. Yeah, I'll record it. See, there's only a bit of water in there, see? Yeah. Very good design. I like the way there's a little trap there. But what happens is the oil comes up here, and this is cold, you see, so it condenses the water out.
Yeah.
That's all we need to do. Okay, so we'll just update the log, keep a track of where the oil change is up to, and we're done.